To all of you. Thank you for coming for this press briefing. So, as you know, the polls to the KHADC and JHADC concluded today. The poll happened from 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. So, in the Khasi Hills Autonomous District Council, the polling parties are all have left their polling stations and are on their way to the receiving stations. Some of them have also arrived at the receiving centers. So, in the Khasi Hills Autonomous District Council, in all the districts, there was no report of any incidents of violence or any issues. The poll was conducted peacefully in all the Khasi Hills districts. And the polling percentage as of 3 p.m., because we are compiling the polling percentage which will be shared with the press a little later at night. So as of 3 p.m. for KHADC, the polling percentage is 60%. In Jaintia Hills Autonomous District Council, there were some issues, particularly in East Jaintia Hills district. So we got reports from the DC and the RO that in two constituencies, in 4 polling stations, that is in 22 Musniang Rangat DCC constituency in East Jaintia Hills district, in 2 polling stations, namely 7 Wapung Skur male and 8 Wapung Skur female, there was report that an unidentified mob entered the polling station and damaged both the EVMs in these 2 polling stations. So as a result, the report has been received, we have examined, and under the rules, we have ordered for a repoll. The repoll will happen tomorrow at 7 a.m. It will conclude at 4 p.m. So the order is already out from the District Council Affairs Department that a repoll has been ordered for these 2 polling stations under 22 Musniang Rangat District Council constituency in East Jaintia Hills district. Another report was received sometime a while ago from again East Jaintia Hills district, this constituency called 29 Bataw Lakadong constituency, under which again an unidentified group of persons entered the polling station and damaged the EVM. This is at 2 polling stations, 7 Bataw A, which is a male polling station, and 8 Bataw B, which is a female polling station. Here also report was received that because of the EVM damage, the District Council Affairs Department has ordered a repoll under the rules. So for this also, there will be repoll which will happen tomorrow at 7 a.m. So to summarize, in Jaintia Hills Autonomous District Council, as per reports received till date, 4 polling stations, 2 under 22 Musniang Rangat District Council constituency, and 2 polling stations under 29 Bataw Lakadong District Council constituency will go for repoll tomorrow. Thank you.
What is the reason for this violence?
Now this violence has happened. Now the report has been received. What is the exact reason, what has led this mob to come and do the violence? That, of course, we will need further inquiry and further reports.
So security personnel?
As of now, because of the damage to EVM, the rules allow us to have a repoll. There's a specific rule 143B. So if there's a violence and there's damage to EVM, we have ordered repoll in the interest of free and fair elections, and the repoll will happen tomorrow.
Why the security personnel, they could not do anything?
See, the security personnel are present, but this was, a group of a mob, right? So, the mob has overwhelmed them, and in fact, the polling parties also were rushed to the, nearest medical center because they also, got afraid, etc. So the district administration is taking due care. There's no report of any injury to anyone. All people are safe, except that the EVM has been damaged. So on account of the EVM being damaged, we have ordered a repoll in the interest of free and fair elections.
What about the preparation for tomorrow on security issues?
So yes, the DC and the SP have reviewed the preparation. Since these are the only 4 polling stations, the security obviously will be enhanced. The steps have already been taken. They are being taken by the district administration, the deputy commissioner, and the SP concerned. So additional forces will be deployed, additional magistrates will be deployed, and the DC will take all necessary steps to ensure that adequate security personnel and a new polling party is sent to these 4 polling stations, so that the confidence is built up. And the appeal from the department is obviously that people should be aware that this repoll is happening and everyone should come out and vote.
You have seen before you already addressed there's some polling stations that are very critical. But what about the security force? They are lack.
So these were also identified as as vulnerable or critical. So security forces are there, but when there's a big group or an unidentified group of people, right? At that moment, no one expects violence, correct? No one expects this to happen. These are rare incidences, but the rules allow for such a event to occur. If it occurs, there's a clear path forward. The rule says that in case an EVM is damaged, a repoll should be ordered. And in the interest of free and fair elections, the government has ordered repoll so that the steps can be taken immediately because the repoll will happen tomorrow at 7 a.m.
So what is the poll percentage in JHADC, sir?
In JHADC, as of 3 p.m., it is 70%.
In Khasi Hills, which constituency has the highest turnover?
See, these are all reports as of 3 p.m. So there are constituencies having more than 80% also.
Okay.
So, we'll give you the updated list by the evening because the updated list as of close of poll will be the correct indicator to tell you. But we are giving you the average figures because some are having 80%, some are having even 60%, some were above 50%. So these of course depends on, some are also a bit far flung, reporting takes time,
Which
etc.
constituency has 80?
So let me repeat so that there's clarity. Jaintia Hills as of 3 p.m. up to 3 p.m. is 70% cumulative for all constituencies. KHEDC is 60% cumulative for all constituencies. Some of the constituencies which have 80% as of 3 p.m. for example are in Jaintia Hills, Mokayao for example, reported 81% at 3 p.m. Then another constituency under Jaintia Hills, Nartyang Wahajer reported 80% at 3 p.m. Another constituency in Jaintia Hills, War East reported 83% at 3 p.m. In the Khasi Hills Autonomous District Council, the average is a little lesser, like we said, and some of them are reporting between 60 to 70% at 3 p.m. But these numbers are expected to go up because the poll will has closed at 4 p.m. So as and when we get the updated figures for all these constituencies, we will share with the press in terms of the actual poll percentage.
In
But
Nongram,
please await. Yeah.
in Nongram Higher Secondary School, there was 5 o'clock also a long queue. They're saying there was polling stations were clubbed there and causing inconvenience to the voters. Many have gone away, unable to vote.
We have not got any reports from the DC or the RO concerned, and as per the rules, whoever is in line at the close of poll is allowed to vote. So there's no issue. Maybe people have come late. There's no problem. Those who are in line at 4 p.m. will be allowed to vote how much ever time it takes to complete all those who are in line at 4 p.m.
No, the problem the people says that the number of people, the population has increased, but only one police station are using. So some of them.
No, you have to be specific. Which is the polling station? because
Nongram
we have
Higher
all the
Secondary.
figures.
Nongram
Some
Higher
in
Secondary.
Bataw,
We will give you that data because these are already rationalized, right? In terms of how many numbers are there. So I don't think there would be an issue. Even if there are large polling stations, there are large polling stations in many constituencies.
You know what happened? People, the moment when they see the long queue, so they return back home. So that is the minus point for the turnout.
See, the vote is 7 a.m. to 4 p.m.
For senior citizens,
This is a vote which is done in all elections. Even in the other elections conducted by ECI, this is the same time. People understand this. They're used to this, and polling stations are rationalized to keep the numbers to a certain extent. So I don't think there's any issue with that. If people should not be discouraged to vote if they see lines. It's a good thing to see lines.
can you give one more lowest turnover?
This is not yet.
This is not yet final, so no point giving you lowest because this is only at 3 p.m. But I know that you would like to know the percentage till 3 p.m. And it's better that we give you updated figures as of close of poll, which we will get in a few hours and we will share with you.
Now coming to the violence,
Because we need to reconcile those figures.
coming to the violence, any FIRs lodged as far as the investigation is concerned?
The DC will take the necessary action. As of now, we are because of the interest of time, because we need to announce a repoll immediately because it's happening tomorrow, all steps are being taken to ensure the safety and security of all polling parties, that all of them return safely, number one, that in these 4 polling stations where this EVMs were damaged, that polling parties are safe, and to ensure that the DC takes steps with the SP to ensure that tomorrow people are aware that the poll is happening, and through the press we want you to disseminate this information that repoll has been ordered and repoll will happen, so that people can come out and vote tomorrow. These are the urgent priorities given the nature of the time that we have. So we are prioritizing these things. Rest, as per the procedure of law, things will follow.
So, what about the preparation for counting of votes on the 24th?
So the preparation for counting votes also is done. The training has already been imparted to the counting personnel by the respective DCs and ROs. The counting centers have also been notified. Just as a summary, so that some of you are aware, I have briefed, but I'll again repeat. So for the Khasi Hills Autonomous District Council, for East Khasi Hills District, there will be 3 counting centers. SDO Civil Sora office for Sora Civil Subdivision. For Pirnusla Civil Subdivision, the SDO Civil office in Pirnusla. And for East Khasi Hills District, those constituencies falling under East Khasi Hills District, it will be in ISBT Maulai. Rest of the counting centers are the existing counting centers that are DC office, etc., in all the other locations.
But one more thing, this time we haven't seen that system vote from home, especially for the elderly people who are not well, because in the previous election we have seen.
No, what you have seen is in the election conducted by Election Commission of India. The elections for district council are conducted under the Assam and Meghalaya Constitution of District Council Rules 1951 as amended from time to time. So this provision has not been incorporated yet, the one you're mentioning. Therefore, we are following, as per the rules. These have to be amended by the councils and then approved by the governor. So it doesn't automatically apply all the rules of the ECI.
And we have seen using EVM machine in the legislative election, we use VVPAT. Why not there?
Because the rules don't mention VVPAT. The rules only mention control unit and ballot unit. Because we have to go by the district council rules, not the ECI rules. These are district council elections.
Yeah, these are the things people should know.
Yes, so it's good you asked. I'm happy to tell also. That's why. And this information has been shared with political parties by the DC's ROs. People are aware. They were not expecting VVPAT to be used in this. Right.
So reforms needed, that means.
Sorry?
Reforms needed.
See, everything requires updation from time to time. Now, reforms needed means obviously we have to see which are the rules that you need to incorporate, which rules don't need to be incorporated, because doesn't mean that every rule has to be incorporated, as per the updated one of ECI. So based on that, I'm sure that the district councils, which are the primary stakeholders of these rules, because they have to amend these rules, they will be the best judges of what is to be, amended or not amended. It is not up to the government, because these rules are the district council rules.